What's up, YouTube? I'm back. Okay, I wanted to make this quick content. Quando Rondo first interview. I had to look at that thing so many times. I'm telling you, I had to look at it and try to understand what the hell was he talking about. And I also have a question and something to say after that question. Maybe that'll be uh, some type of wake up call. Some type of wake up call because I don't. It just don't make no sense. And what you got to understand is you got to think about what you're saying when you talking, because the video is stating, the first video of the actual shooting says the total opposite of what I'm getting from Quando Rondo's interview. Just only one thing. So, and I'll get to that in a minute. Interview with Angela Yee. I told you the last video that I made tonight, I didn't understand it. I didn't get it. I couldn't put two and two together. So I said, you know what? Let me replay the interview and really listen to what he's trying to say. Like, really listen and just try to get what I could get out of it. First off, Quando Rondo claimed allegedly he was cool with King Von and Lil Durk. Lil Durk was allegedly supposed to be on his album prior to the shooting happening with King Von. You know, I guess they were cool. Everybody was on good terms, supposedly, of what he's telling Angela Yee. Another thing. He also was stating, Quando himself also was stating he wasn't even trying to get in no trouble. He was trying to get home. He was trying to get home that night once everything was done of what he needed to do. But I guess one of his boys, or maybe allegedly Lil Tim, you know, they wanted to hang out a little bit, you know, because there was some females out there and all of that. They was at the club, all that stuff, little after party, after club thing. And, you know, basically Quando was just saying, look, at a certain time, he ready to be gone. But while he was out there, he was going to take him a little nap. Lil Tim said, he was stating that Lil Tim told him, hey, look, man, I'm not going to leave you. I'm staying right here. You know, I'm not going to, you know, go anywhere. So, you know, go ahead, take your little nap or whatever like that. That's basically what Quando was trying to explain to Angela Yee. That Lil Tim was not leaving him. He was going to protect him if anything went down. Because they had already seen a lot of people, which was, I guess, King Von's people, you know, from a distance prior. So anyway, Quando claimed he goes to sleep, or about to go to sleep, or finish waking up from his nap, and then he gets confronted with King Von. And, you know, we all seen the video. King Von put them hands on him. And boom, it comes out, Lil Tim on video, allegedly. I'm going to say allegedly, even though we know what happened, you know, shooting at King Von. You know, to defend for Quando Rondo. For him, you know, for King Von putting his hands on Quando Rondo, Lil Tim said, hey, let me step in. This my boy, you know, you ain't gonna just sit there and hurt him like this. Let me go ahead and step in and help him out. That's basically how that went down. But this is the thing that I just don't understand. Now, the whole time in the interview, he kept saying he's not chasing clout. There's no need for him to chase clout. He has 3 million followers. Okay. That's fine. You have 3 million followers. You're not chasing clout. You don't want people to think you're chasing clout or you're doing things to get some type of clout. Okay, we understand that part. But what I don't understand is this. Now, I need you guys to pay close attention because maybe I could be wrong. I'm going to just tell you like this. I'm not on either side as far as gang war. I don't promote it. And I'm not suggesting anybody to get involved in it. It's too much going on out here. And it's a lot of men, women that have lost their lives behind gang war. I don't condone any of it. I do pray for both sides to get themselves together, and rest in peace to the souls that have been lost. I pray for both sides. I'm not taking anybody's side, but I pray for both sides, you know. It's sad that it got to be like this. But this is the thing that I do not understand. He says at the very end of part 2, if I'm not mistaken for the interview, he didn't know it was King Von to the next day. If I'm not mistaken, that's what he was saying. Pause. Now, the original video after King Von got shot, it shows Quando Rondo at the end his face glued to the camera, you know, inside of some type of hotel stating, hey, we got to get him to the hospital. Hey, we need to get him a wheelchair. We need some help. If I'm not mistaken, that was King Von that he was talking about. So how did he, in my opinion, I'm asking, how did he just found out it was King Von the next day? You was there that night trying to get him in a wheelchair. Am I right or wrong? So, yeah, that was the whole thing about that. If you just finding out King Von passed the next day, you had no idea what was going on. What was the original video of you at the end stating, hey, we got to get him to the hospital. We got to get him in a wheelchair. At first, I'm like, okay, maybe he could have been talking about Lil Tim. But nah. I think it was King Von he was talking about. And that was, you know, he was trying to hurry up and rush him to the hospital, you know, to see if, you know, maybe they could save his life. That's the way they was making it look like on the video. So I'm trying to figure out how you just finding out the next day that it was King Von, but you made it. The original video shows you saying, "Hey, somebody get him a wheelchair. Hey, we need help." You pleading for the hotel lady to let you borrow her phone, and she's saying in the background, "Look, man, I called the people. You just gonna have to wait." You know, I guess it wasn't too much that she could do for that moment. She did what she could do. So yeah, that's the little part that I don't understand. And that's what people have to really watch what they say, because I didn't recall him ever saying he just now finding out King Von got shot the next day. He realized it the next day. I don't know if I believe that too much, just off of what I seen on the original video of him trying to rush King Von to the hospital or get him a wheelchair, you know, to get him sitting somewhere. So that's the only thing that I didn't get, and I was a little confused. And he could have been talking about Lil Tim, but I don't think he was. Quando also wanted to, you know, also let Angela Yee know he's going through a lot. Nobody knows what he's going through. He prays, even though he do things that he's not supposed to do, but he still prays to God. Okay, that's good. You pray to God. But the thing is, you got to pray to God and try to see if you can get out of the life you're living, the lifestyle you're living. Don't just keep doing the same old stuff and be praying to God and think it's going to be okay. No, you got to be praying to God to try to get you out of this lifestyle, this gang war lifestyle, whatever you want to call it. But that's pretty much what I got out of his interview. And, you know, I understand, you know, he's speaking his truth. This is his truth. But, you know, if you're going to speak your truth, make sure it's legit and it makes sense. Because that's just something that I caught on to when he said that to Angela Yee. Oh, well, I didn't find out anything till the next day. Well, who was you carrying trying to put in the wheelchair in the original video? You know? So I just don't believe he just didn't see King Von no more for the rest of the night after that. You know what I mean? Once he got them hands put on him. I can't believe that. It just didn't make sense to me at all. But yeah, that's pretty much what I got out of that. And I had to keep looking at the video, keep looking at the interview, because I'm like, the first time I just didn't understand it. I'm just like, what is he talking about? I couldn't get it. I couldn't click. It didn't click. Then this last time I actually listened to what he said. And, you know, Angela Yee did pretty good as far as interviewing him. You know, she kept it together. She kept it professional. And, you know, that's what it's all about when you're doing that type of work and doing interviews and trying to find out what's going on. But basically, that's Quando Rondo truth for right now, what he's stating. And it does seem like he just doesn't want to keep going on with this gang war thing. But my thing is, if you don't want to keep going on with this gang war thing, to me, I don't think allegedly Quando Rondo should throw shots in any kind of way, make any videos, any diss tracks for people to retaliate. You know what I'm saying? If you're done with it and you really want to be genuinely, you know, call it quits and just try to find out how you can keep peace on King Von's side and your side, yeah, that's cool. But don't say, oh, you done with the gang war, but then you come out with a diss track, or you going to come out with something to make somebody retaliate. You know, you already know King Von's side upset. They real tight. You know, they lost someone special. And, you know, you just have to watch what you do. If you're trying to keep the peace, really keep the peace. But, you know, don't just say you keeping the peace on the interview and then you come out with a video 2 weeks later hollering about, you know, fuck this, fuck that. You know, it just don't work that way. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I got out of that. And don't forget, pay attention to that. You know, in the interview he does tell Angela Yee, I didn't find out about it till, I didn't find out that it was King Von till the next day. I don't know about that, bruh. Y'all don't believe me? Go back and look at the original video of him stating, glued to the camera, hey, somebody help me, get him in a wheelchair. You know what I'm saying? I pretty much thought that was King Von the whole time. So I'm trying to figure out if you just now how did you find out the next day that it was him, but you helping him in the wheelchair that same night after he got shot? So yeah, that part confuses me. Is if there's anything different to what I'm saying, please comment below. You know, and I understand it is some Quando Rondo fans out there, and I understand there's some that's not. But yeah, that's pretty much what this video is based on. Something about to come out. I see it behind me. I'll talk to y'all. And yeah, I don't know what to say about that.